Hello, I'm Muttonstyle, and today I'm doing a favourites video. I haven't done one of these before. I've done entities but not favourites. Anyway, let's just get straight on with it because that's what you're watching for, isn't it? So what I'm going to be using in January and February is a whole box full of stuff. I've used an Amazon Prime box here to actually shove it in so I can go through it all for you. So, first of all, washing the face, I am using a face halo. And I got this, I was actually gifted it by Face Halo, I have to say that's my disclaimer. The idea is that you can use it without a cleanser or a lotion of any sort, so just with water. When you first get it, you should put it in a washing machine because it works more effectively after a first wash. And then routinely as it gets dirty, you wash it. The spiel is that the fibres in there actually get into the pores and pull dirt out and so on, which is why you only need water with it. Now I have washed this. Second time I washed it, it came out both sides looking, after being grubby like that with makeup on, looking sparkling white. The first time I washed it, my makeup side, and you can use both sides, I actually just washed it after getting one side dirty. The makeup hadn't come off, and that's down to the powder. The first time I did use not a very good washing powder, and the second time I used my normal Persil colour, and it came up sparkling white as new. So every time I'm doing a wash of whites, I just shove this in with it, and really enjoying using this. I use it for my first cleanse to actually remove makeup, and then go into my liquid cleanse, because I do like a foaming washing cleanse as well afterwards. So that's my general work week cleansing routine and how I'm using it at the moment. At the weekend I might use an oil, and the oil I'm using is at the moment is the simple one that I got from Superdrug. Well, you can get them everywhere, can't you? This simple one. I'm rather liking it. So that's weekend if I'm feeling that I haven't been up into the city, haven't been to London, haven't got. So moving on to what I'm putting on my face during the day, it's I am back liking the Ordinary Vitamin C in Silicone. I don't know if you can focusing on it, might be too far away. Anyway, I had gone off it because it was causing me to itch around here. It's now not doing that so much, but I have found that a bit of a story behind this and why I'm liking this again. Because I was going to throw it out actually. I was going to put it into an empties unfinished, but the reason I'm liking it is because I've started to wear my, I'm carrying on wearing my Tarte CC that I rather like, and I wore this all last year. This is my third tube of this, and last year I was wearing the Mali primer, which I think was silicone based. Having run out of that, I'm using another primer, or not a primer at all, and this was not working so well on my skin. It was kind of sitting in pores and it was making my skin look a bit older, and I couldn't understand why I loved it before and then didn't. Then accidentally I put this on to use it as a primer, put this on, and I found the two together are the dream team on my skin, because the silicone in this Ordinary Vitamin C as a primer, great with this then on top of it. It's giving this the right base. So those two I'm using up and loving together. Right, deodorant. I have bought this from Amazon, and I have been using for years now an aluminium-free deodorant with tea tree in from the Australian, the Australian tea tree people. This is paraben-free as well, and I had been hunting for one of those. So this comes from the Canary Islands, and really if I had known that when I was in Tenerife and Gran Canaria last few years, I should have bought these and put them back home again. Actually, they're liquid. I'd have to still think about packing, but still. Anyway, Amazon, really pleased with that, and it seems to be effective as well. There's no scent to it either too, so it's nice. No real scent, no, just a fresh smell. So you can wear perfumes and things. It's not, it's not cloying, and it seems to be effective. But then I've only been using it in the winter so far, so we'll see. Right, the body, I'm working my way through a second bottle of Gold Blend Ultimate with the Q10, and I got this from Amazon because it's not readily available in the UK, but it was recommended on blogs and things. I know American people love this as a body lotion, so working through that. Yeah, what else? Mad Hippie Eye Cream. Absolutely adore this. Gifted it to review. Would buy it again. Love it. Still working my way through it. It's lasted me probably about 4 or 5 months already, and it's such a light serum. It's got brilliant ingredients in it. Things that are really going to be doing the eyes good, and it's you know, relatively natural, isn't it? So Mad Hippie, the eye cream. Definitely rebuy that. Love it. So still using that. I am using Art Deco eye primer. I got this from Amazon. I got it because I googled best eye primer, eyeshadow primer. This came out highly rated. I'm not terribly keen. I don't know how to buy it. It's very cheap. It's about £7, I think. You know, I'm not sure I'd buy it again, but I'm using it. I have got the Peter Thomas Roth eye gel pads with the gold in, and I'm giving these a go. Not entirely sure they do make a difference. Yes, after I put them on, I can see the lines under my eyes are vastly reduced. What I'm not sure is whether it's more reduced than a normal eye cream. So I'm not sure that they're better than just putting my eye cream on. So if I get up first thing in the morning, put these on my eyes, under my eyes, with a fresh morning face and nothing else, I can notice when I've taken them off a huge difference. But then also, if I'm putting it, just get up, wash, put an eye cream on, I notice a difference. I'm not sure I'm noticing more of a difference than I would do with an eye cream. So there we go. So that's, but I'm using them. I don't know that I've repurchased them. An eye cream that I am actually using is Bobbi Brown. The Bobbi Brown, and it's called Eye Repair Cream. I've just started this one. It was recommended by Pamper Wolf. So I thought, anyway, Bobbi Brown, that's just let's see if it'll, there we go. Right, that was recommended by Pamper Wolf for her mum. So I thought I'd give that one a go. I'm quite liking it. I'm not sure that it's my best eye cream, but still, I'm working my way, testing it really. I've only had it a few days, so I've worn it about 5 days now. So, but that's going to keep me going for a few months. I am using up and enjoying my face finishing moisturiser from Dr. Perricone. So that is going to be my moisturiser for the next few months. I like Perricone, and I have got through many of those over the years. I started to use my Pixie Rose Tonic that came in my Marks & Spencer's Advent calendar. I'm enjoying that, so it's nice. Laura Mercier powder, the Candle Glow in number 1. I use it this time of year. It's a nice light shade for my skin. I only put it on here. I don't put it up here all over because I don't like it coming down into the cracks. I just put it here and here. It's a nice surface then for my blusher. Talking of blusher, get the story here. I have been using Hourglass blusher in the autumn and winter for a while. Mood Exposure, this is the one. And I like it for work days because I'm wearing those sort of greys and navies and blacks and so on, so the cool colours, even though I'm warm colouring. For an office you kind of tend to wear cool colours, I don't know why, it just looks smarter. And this goes quite well with cool colours. But I went to the Hourglass counter in Harvey Nichols last Saturday, and I asked then, and for confirmation this was cool, you know, the Mood Exposure, and the lady said yes it was. I said, well, I would quite like the equivalent in a warm, and she showed me two, and the one we decided on was Euphoric Fusion. And that actually looks cool as well, doesn't it? But she assured me that it isn't. That is actually warm. And so weekends when I'm not wearing office clothes and so on, I'm going to be using the Euphoric Fusion blusher. The mascara I'm working through at the moment is Laura Geller Glam Lash, because I've got this from QVC in a set a while back, and it's been there for, you know, need to use it. In this time of year, I move on to the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder Foundation in number 2 Fair for my skin this time of year. I like that foundation, so I'm using that. Lip gloss I've got on today, when I've just dug out and found in my Colour Drench by Laura Geller. I don't even know if you could still get this, but it's been going, it's just kept me going for years, because I go through phases of liking it and not liking it. That's what I've got on at the moment. Colour Drench. I picked up in Boots this week, and it's not a number 7 brush, but I picked up this eyeliner brush that I quite like. And so you can see the tip there, slanted tip, very, very thin. And if you can see it, if you go to Boots, if you're in England and you go to Boots, just look for that eyeliner. It's all it says, there's no brand on it. But I like that brush for eyeliner brush for under my eyes. And then we have nail varnish that I'm quite liking. I think it's Rebellion Against the Reds of Christmas. Gone back to one I bought last year from Butter London, called Deary Me, and this is it. That's what I've got on my nails at the moment. And if you look at this jumper, perfect combination, isn't it? So if you had a dusky rose clothes of any sorts, you know, Deary Me would be great with that. And lastly, a palette that I have had for a long time, probably 2 years. I haven't used an awful lot. Lorac Unzipped. And I have been encouraged to use that because I saw somebody else using her unzipped palette, and I thought, oh yes, that's what I'll do. Because normally I am using my Tarte palette for, I've been using the Rimmel Spice one during the day last year, and then my Tarte palette in the for work. I've been encouraging myself to use Lorac for work, just to give myself a change, and I'm really enjoying experimenting with it. So I will link down below the lady that was talking about this palette and how she's using it. But yeah, I'm enjoying using experimenting with these colours and using them for my office and at weekends as well. So I've actually got this on now, and like the nail varnish, I find this colour here, which is called Unconditional in the Unzipped palette, goes beautifully with dusky rose clothes. So there you go. And I've got to the end of my box. So that is what I'm working through January and February. And I hope you've enjoyed my my favourites video. You know what to do. If you enjoyed it, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Bye.